in this movie, Erkstag, the prison that Theseus finds himself in Berlin, is just terrifying. When you read the script, you of course start fantasizing in your head about what these locations could look like, but then you arrive on the set and your mind is blown.
You want an actor to walk into a set and go, oh yeah, this feels like I really wouldn't want to be here. Erkstag is a German ministry prison that's meant to have been decommissioned supposedly a long time ago, but of course it's not. We really liked some reference that we saw of this quarry down in Dorset, and it's got these incredibly square columns in rock that are obviously supporting this very low roof. We really like this kind of natural set being cramped and very compressed. We see Newt enter the Erkstag prison through a U-Bahn entrance.
And then once you get into the darkness of the tunnels, we kept it dark. You kept going in and out of light.
Texture, tone, dripping rock.
So initially, one, I think, understands the danger of where Theseus has been taken.
And then, of course, we go into this huge spiral prison block that Theseus is being held in.
And then we have Manticore, who range in size from quite small to very, very, very large.
I was desperate to do a sequence where we could just put this really scary monster in there. And there's lots and lots of babies that are very hungry that need to be fed. And there's this great big scary mother one that sort of resides in the depth of the jail, occasionally grabbing prisoners, ripping them up into pieces and feeding them to the babies. It sounds really horrible, and it is really horrible, but it's also slightly bizarrely funny, because Newt's way into the prison and out of it is to encourage the little baby Manticores to do a kind of little dance.
So Newt has to do a special walk called Limbic mimicry. So he has a special walk that he does that thousands of these creatures then walk with him, and he's safe as long as he does this walk down to find his brother.
What I love about Eddie is he's so committed and enthusiastic and determined, and in the case of the Manticore sequence, it required sort of giving it all in terms of movement and sort of doing that swivel of Eddie doing the swivel of those hips might not look that difficult, but actually when you do it take after take after take for about 6-7 hours, by the end of it he needs a chiropractor.
It wouldn't be a Fantastic Beasts film without me having to go some ritual humiliation, normally involving a dance of some description.
I wanted to explore the very fine line between comedy and horror, which I love, that sort of sweet spot where you can kind of like laugh at something but also be slightly repelled at the same time because it's a bit icky.
And eventually chaos ensues when the big mum arrives.
We've got this incredible section of the stinger tail bulb element to it. So it's got the sort of the bulb bit on the end of the tail, a bit like a scorpion, and it's got this incredible claw that comes off of it. And we've been using that in the scenes in Erkstag where Theseus and Newt have been running away from the creature that is trying to attack them. And so that's really useful to be able to kind of place that in and have something for the actors to react to in terms of generating an exciting, believable and fun performance.
It's a very funny, little bit scary, but quite fun scene where they're both in danger of being devoured by these creatures, against which we see their brotherly dynamics play out.
Eddie and I have been really trying to build that brother relationship, exploring these characters, balancing the universal themes of friendship, family, brotherhood with a darker world.